So, Coach, this is Will from the Athletic. I'm sure you heard about the passing of John Lewis. I'm curious just if you ever had any interactions with him before, and what are your thoughts just on his legacy?
You know what? I have not, but it's funny you asked that because we just talked about him as we brought it in practice. I just told him that, I just told the guys to take a look tonight and just go online and read about him, all the things that he experienced during the Jim Crow era. And, hey, everybody knows about the whole bridge incident, trying to get across that bridge. And in so many instances, he was with Dr. King when so many things happened. So, just a great man that fought for a lot of things that we're experiencing right now. I mean, obviously we got a long way to go, but he was a pioneer in getting us to where we are right now because he was relentless in what he did and very dedicated to the cause.
Hey, Coach, this is Christian Clark with Ball.com. I was looking at some of his passing numbers today in video, and a really high number of his assists come when he's behind the half-court line. Do you talk to him about throwing it ahead like that? Is that something he naturally does? Just what are those conversations like?
Well, number one, I think he naturally does it. He's been that way, pretty much his whole basketball career, really. And what it does is that it creates a situation where your big guys are going to run a lot more if they think that they have an opportunity to get the basketball. So it's more on him. We like to pitch ahead, and we emphasize pitching the ball ahead and being able to try to create numbers. But in his case, I think it's something that has come natural to his game, really.
Hi, Alvin. It's Joe Varden from The Athletic.
Hey, Joe.
Hi. Hey, I apologize. I'm sure you've been asked this before, but how have your conversations with Zion been since he's left? And is there any expectation, or that's probably the wrong word, are you looking to see if he might be able to make it back before July 30th?
I have not talked to him. No, I have not been in contact with him, and I don't have any information other than that. So I'm not real sure exactly what the status is right now, but I'm sure as soon as we get information, we'll let you guys know.
Thank you.
Hey, Alvin, it's Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press.
Hey, Tim.
Adam has been very open about one of the reasons why we're here is to continue the conversation on change and the need for change, the need for justice, and all those things. We know how much it's affected players, and coaches are obviously taking a big role in it as well. How rewarding is that for you to see that it's not just a player issue, it's a coach issue, and a lot of white coaches. Rick Carlisle is reading from the Equal Justice calendar to his team every day. How much has that meant to you that all coaches really seem to have taken a huge interest in this as well?
Well, I think it just speaks volumes about the coaches in this league, and I think it speaks volumes about where we're trying to get to as a country. I still think that obviously we have a long way to go, but it has to start somewhere, and the lines of communication has to start somewhere. This is we've got a great venue to do it. We got a great platform to do it on here, and I think you're going to see a lot of things happen here, in the next month. And I think it's something that's going to continue. We have a lot of protest marches and things like that, but I think a lot that's happening now is that the marches are being put into action, and I think as long as that's the case, and it has been, a lot of the coaches. We have 6 black coaches in the league right now, but we're very dedicated as an organization, as a coaches organization, to trying to eliminate systemic racism as much as we possibly can. And all of those guys have been on board with this, and all of us are going to be speaking even more on that as the weeks go on.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? This is Ali Cosell with the Bird Rights. I was curious, instead of asking you again about practice, where do you feel like the guys are currently? Because you talked about how you want them to ramp up to where by the time you guys play your first game, everybody be in game shape, all ready to go. Do you like the progress that you guys have made, and are guys looking forward to basically getting to the scrimmages too, starting to play some games?
I'll answer the second question first. They're definitely want to get to playing scrimmages or games and just playing against different competition than we have been every day playing against each other in practice. So I think they're really looking forward to it. We're only basically 4 days away from that happening. So I think the guys are excited about that from a scrimmage standpoint. And just to be able to get out on the floor and play in game-like situations rather than practice. So, I went over to the venue today and had a walkthrough with some of the NBA people. They've done you guys won't believe it, they've done an amazing job with the arena. And I think everybody assumed that we were just going to play in an empty arena and you're going to hear the balls bouncing and the officials talking. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see the atmosphere that we're going to be playing in.
Great, thanks.
Coach, people have talked about throughout the season about, obviously Brandon Ingram was first time All-Star this year, but people have talked about him as a most improved player candidate, and Lonzo also kind of is in that conversation as a guy who's improved so much from year to year. How unique is it from your experience to have two guys that have made a jump like that, as well as it seems like you've had some other guys that in season have made a real big improvement from the beginning of the year until now?
Well, when we traded for these guys, we thought that they had a ton of potential. We were excited about having them on our team. I think Lonzo finally got himself healthy. When he got himself healthy, he played at a real high level for us, and he shot the ball extremely well. And I think a lot of that credit goes to Fred. A lot of it goes to Lonzo because he's put in the work. He's really put in the work. And as far as Brandon, we were excited as heck to get him because we thought that potentially he could be an all-star. He played at a real high level. I'll be very disappointed if he's not the most improved player in the league because I think he took a tremendous jump this year in making the all-star team. But just overall of being able to be that guy that we could count on near the end of the game and go to him at the end of the game. You saw what happened in our Utah game at home. We needed a big possession and a big shot, and he came up with it for us. But as I said, I think both those guys have made a tremendous jump. And like I said, I really do believe that Brandon Ingram is the most improved player in this league.
Hey, Coach, it's Andrew from ESPN. We've heard today that the initial exhibition games are going to be 10-minute quarters instead of 12-minute quarters. Have you heard of any other differences that will be there in those exhibition games before you get to the seeding ones?
I don't think so, but we've talked a lot about it as coaches, and we've talked a lot about it with the league. And this is something that I think we're just, it's going to be an experimental thing, the first games, to see if that's something that we may want to do with the other games. But as I said, this is something that is new to everyone here, and we're doing this on the fly. And the NBA has done an outstanding job of having this so well organized that we could have an opportunity to maybe experiment with the first games. But I think for us, the whole thing is just getting ready and having an opportunity to play. And so whatever that is, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, I think you're going to see an exciting bunch of guys with all the 22 teams here just having an opportunity to play.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Thank you, Coach. That's it.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. See you later.